Alright. Dear participants, in our first part of our module on branding and digital marketing, we had covered the basics about these two topics. In the second part, we shall go in for strategizing about how to create a digital marketing strategy, what are the types of digital marketing, and what are the considerations which we need to take into account to create an effective digital marketing strategy. Types of digital marketing approaches. Basically, there are two types of digital marketing approaches. One is called pull digital marketing and the second is push digital marketing. When we talk of pull digital marketing, it aims to encourage consumers to come to you by visiting your business or making a call to action. You are pulling them to yourself. Common examples are websites and other internet based mediums. For example, pull marketing is often called inbound marketing. Now, push marketing is you are pushing the marketing information directly to your customers. Common examples would be SMS, email, RSS that target the customer with a customized message. So, push marketing is also called outbound marketing. These are two generic divisions of digital marketing. Then if we are going in for a digital marketing strategy for our product or service as an entrepreneur, there are certain marketing facts we should be aware about. It is not something which is limited in scope as compared to traditional marketing. The complete scope of marketing is practiced on internet. Products and services are positioned in the same way, they are promoted, they are purchased, they are distributed and they are serviced. In fact, nowadays if you buy say a refrigerator and there is some fault in it, you call your service center, they will say you put this complaint on the internet or through a contact number, which is a call center number. So, effectively servicing has shifted to digital marketing techniques. Distribution, you want to buy something, Amazon, you go to the Amazon website, you place your order, it reaches you. A lot of purchasing, lot of distribution is going online. So, all aspects of traditional marketing are being practiced in a much better way on internet. It provides clients with more diversity, more influence, more power. The choice is enormous now with you. You want to buy anything in any country, you can place an order. You have much more influence in making your own decision. The limited scope while going to a traditional wholesaler somewhere or a retailer somewhere is not binding you today. You can make your choice as you want. Then digital marketing, it has opened new ways of selling for brands, new products and services to sell and new markets to which they can sell. So, these are some of the aspects. Parallelly, we should also understand that most of the companies are not going in for digital marketing singly. They are using it in conjunction with traditional marketing, even though certain firms which are totally based upon digital media, they operate singly. Most of them are going in for a joint kind of a campaign. So, it has become a very powerful tool in building, promoting or repositioning the brands. Some other facts which we need to ponder on before going in for the formulation of our digital marketing strategy is that the strategy is to address a business challenge or to build and promote a brand or fulfill any other business objective. So, effective strategy involves making a series of well informed decisions about how the brand, product or service should be promoted. Those decisions are very important. How do you want to go about promoting a brand, your product or your service? That should be decided before you start making a digital strategy. Decisions required before strategizing include means to add value, differentiation from competitors, geographic area to be covered, target market, etc. Each of these choices will result in a vastly different strategic direction. So, to make these decisions, a strategist must understand the context in which the brand operates. Now, how do we understand that context? That is understood through conducting a situational analysis. What is situational analysis? Basically, it involves analyzing 4 parts in your market. First is the environment in which your brand would operate. So, each brand will have a specific environment that it needs to consider, and that environment will be based upon the type of product or service it produces. When we talk of brand environment, it will consider the political environment in that market, the economic environment, the social environment, technological environment, legal environment, and the environmental influences to identify a clear set of considerations relevant to the marketing strategy. For example, we talk of certain American food chains, KFC or McDonald's. While selling in America, while marketing in America, they may be using certain products as ingredients which socially are not acceptable in India. So, when they shifted to India, they did not use those products. For example, beef or pork, these things are not part of their menu in India. Whereas, while they were in America, as per the social scenario there, they were using those products. Then the business, we have to understand the business and brand is working with. Since it is essential for all marketing messages to capture the brand's identity and objectives, it is crucial to consider to determine what the brand stands for and what it means. You have to decide what it stands for, what it means, where you want to position that message. Clarity is required on what that message would, what your brand would make people associate it with, what are the ideas, the emotions, the benefits which people would feel will incur to them once they associate with your brand. So, that is what we call as its unique selling proposition. What is that uniqueness in your brand which will push people to your purchasing of your brand. Then the customers also have to be analyzed. Online data analytics helps in getting a good illustration of how people behave on the company's website before they get converted to consumers. Other forms of market research will also help you establish this, and that would be through offline channels. Then you need to analyze your competitors, who else is marketing to the company's potential customers, what they offer and how they can be challenged or how the company can learn from them. After you have done this situational analysis, then you can go in for a digital marketing strategy. And while preparing a digital marketing strategy, the issues which an organization should be aware of when creating and implementing it include context. What is context? It is the first step in crafting a successful strategy, and it involves examining the context of the organization and the various stakeholders, in which context it is operating and how is it likely to change in the future. Who are you? What does your brand matter? And what makes your brand useful and valuable? Who are your customers and what needs, wants and desires do they have? And who are your competitors? That is the context. Then value exchange. Once you have examined the market situation, the second step is to investigate of the value proposition or promise. This is also again the unique selling proposition. You identify the supporting value additions to the brand promise that are exclusive to the digital model. These extras what you offer through your digital model, they can be called as something which is beyond the basic product or service which the customer is buying. So, these extras would also be called extra value proposition, EVP. These extra values help you to attract the customer. He is looking at X product, he gets X plus small x. So, that small x would pull him to you. So, internet offers many channels for value creation. How the definition of what is valuable depends upon largely the target audience. So, it is crucial to research your users and gather understanding into what they want and need. Content marketing is the process of conceptualizing and creating this sort of content. For example, somebody is buying hardware for a gardening. Parallelly you offer him a do it yourself gardening video. That is something which gives him extra value, which gives him some attraction to buy a product. And while we were kids, I remember that if you opened a Colgate toothpaste, there was a small plastic toy which came in that. So, that small toy would attract a child to push his parent or her parent to buy a Colgate toothpaste. That extra value helps you to market your product in a better way. Then objectives have to be defined. While setting the digital marketing goals, there are 4 key aspects to consider. One is the objectives, the tactics, the key performance indicators and the targets. What are objectives? They are essential to any marketing endeavor. Why do you want to go in for that marketing? That is the objective. It includes answering questions about why is something being done, is the organization doing any of this, what goal, purpose or outcome is being looked for, what is the marketer trying to achieve, how will one know if one is successful. So, objectives need to be specific, they need to be measurable, they need to be attainable, they need to be realistic and they need to be time bound. So, these are some of the qualities which your objectives should have. Then tactics, they are the specific tools or approaches which will be used to meet the objectives. For example, one of the tools or tactics could be a retention based email newsletter, or it could be a Facebook page or a CRM, customer relationship management implementation, or it could also involve a strategy that becomes more complex. Multiple tactics could work together and they may be basically targeted to achieving the same objective. So, tactics can also change and often they should. That is the beauty of digital marketing, that you get real time data, real time feedback and your tactics can be changed to cover up whatever is the drawback in your campaign. Objective should remain same, but tactics can change depending upon the feedback you receive. Then key performance indicators are the specific metrics or parts of the data that will be looked to determine whether the tactics are performing well and meeting the objectives. Though they are the basic metrics which you decide, that if you have a online message, if there are 1 million views in a week, it is considered a satisfactory performance. Anything less than that would be so viewership would be your metric, and the target, that is 1 million, would be something which will help us to decide whether your key performance indicator is being met or not within the specified period. So, tactics and evaluation would include certain digital tools and tactics which are available for completion of digital marketing objectives once they are defined. Each tactics has its strengths. For example, certain tactics would help you to acquire a customer and certain other would be best driven by search advertising, while email is one of the most effective tools for selling more products to existing customers. Getting new customers may be through search advertising. You need to optimize your website, your message, so that when somebody is searching, you are among the top outputs. Whereas, if you have an existing customer base, for selling more product to them, you can go in for emails also. So, these are some of the tactics which are used normally. One is search engine optimization. This is the practice of optimizing a website to rank higher on the search engine research pages for relevant search terms. And basic aim of this tactic is customer retention and acquisition. You should be able to retain your customers and acquire more customers through search engine optimization. And for example, you are into educational business, somebody wants to look into a course on digital marketing. A prospective student would put digital marketing institutes as a search engine parameter. If your startup, your industry, your organization pops up at the top, that shows that search engine optimization is doing a good job for you, and it will help you to retain existing customers and acquire new customers. Then search advertising. This is something which is also called pay per click or search advertising. The advertiser pays only when someone clicks on their ad. The ad appear on search engine result pages. If there is an ad which you put on the search engine page, if somebody is actually viewing it, you pay for it. If they are not viewing it, you need not pay anything. So, that is cost effective. And basic aim again is to push sales, retain customers and acquire new customers. So, it is keyword based again, that is its beauty. An ad will come up in response to a search terms which are entered by the consumer. So, it plays the role in sales, it helps you acquire new customers and it helps you to retain new customers. Then there is another tactic which is called online advertising, which helps you to brand and acquire new customers. It helps you to brand your product or service and acquire new customers. Online advertising covers advertising in all areas of the internet. It could be ads in emails, ads on social networks, mobile devices, display ads on normal websites. So, all the paraphernalia in online advertising helps you to brand your product and acquire new customers. Then we have affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a system of reward whereby referrers are given a finder's fee for every referral they give. Somebody enters your website or is going through your message and he refers your message to somebody else, you get some kind of a reward for that. So, that enthuses your consumers or viewers to market your product or message further. That is called affiliate marketing. That again is used for sales and branding. Then video marketing is another way you can create. Video marketing involves creating video content, and this can either be an outright video advertising or can be valuable used for content marketing. It again is used for branding, customer retention and value creation. Social media is another tactic. You can use social media, which is also known as consumer generated media, and using social media you can improve the branding of your product, you can create value for your product, and you can make people participate in your messaging. Then email marketing is something which is more targeted towards old customers. It helps you to retain customers and helps you to create value. So, another way, if you go in for digital marketing strategies for ongoing optimization, it is increasingly important for brands to be dynamic, flexible and nimble when marketing online. They need to be very fast, dynamic and flexible. New tactics and platforms emerge every week. Consumers' behavior also changes very fast nowadays. So, ongoing optimization helps you to cut through the clutter and connect with the customers in the original and meaningful way. This process is very important so that you remain relevant and you are able to put across your message. So, digital marketing strategy should be iterative, innovative and open to evolution. Thank you. We have ended the part 1 of our talk.